Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back. It's so good to see you. If you're new here, take a moment, hit the subscription button, join the community of thrivers. We didn't just survive narcissistic abuse, we are thriving now, taking our power back, reclaiming our life, and moving forward. Make sure you take a moment to hit the like button, drop a comment, and share your thoughts as we navigate through this conversation. And of course, check out the description box for further details. You'll see the link on how to book life coaching sessions with me, as well as purchase Mommy Sochu merchandise, or maybe find me on other platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever you're into. If you survived a narcissist, you know narcissists are all about weapons and punishment. And in this video, we're going to talk about one particular punishment that turned out to be your escape plan. This is the one thing that's left that narcissist completely dumbfounded. I mean, they're punching the air, they're swinging at the air, they are mad, even if they're not showing it. This person is narcissistically butthurt because something happened that they weren't prepared for. See, these people love to torture you. They like to have control over your mind. They like to have control over you emotionally. They want to dominate your complete being. When a narcissist is in your life, or when you are in a narcissist's life, they are playing with your life. What they enjoy doing is playing mind games. They love to waste your time. They want to interfere with your goals, your progress, your future. Because a lot of times they don't have their own, or they have their own and they're still not satisfied, so they're envious and jealous of yours. All narcissists are about power, dominance, and control. Whether it's controlling you emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually even, that's all it's about. And so one of their greatest punishments is to silence you, is to cause self-doubt, to make you blame yourself. They do this by staying quiet, becoming silent, giving you silent treatment, withdrawing from you. A lot of times, this is a seriously deep emotional withdrawal with no explanation. They will severely betray you by abandoning your relationship. Manipulationship, let's be real, because they don't care about it. They don't pour into it. They don't pour into relationships. It's just transactional. So when they get what they need, they don't care. So the punishment is to reel you in and then to leave you hanging. The punishment is to catch you off guard and to walk out of your life and then leave you feeling empty, leave you with no closure, leave you feeling like, what did you do wrong? What did you not do? What were you supposed to do? The whole intent here is to gain power and control because they want to witness you chasing them. They want to be able to tell everybody how you came crawling back, begging. They want to be able to constantly remind you how you need them, how you won't let go. So again, humiliation at its finest. They like to see you humiliated. They want you to feel shameful and embarrassed. So this punishment is one of the cruelest punishments. To dog you, to leave you with no explanation, to walk away after so much time and going through so much with this person and you get no closure. Oh my goodness. What a major punishment, especially when you haven't done anything. So it comes to a point where it eventually one day you wake up, they wake up, and things change. They woke up one day, and that punishment turned out to be your escape plan. What happened was they taught you their playbook mistakenly. Punishing you like that eventually taught you. It eventually taught you what you needed to do. You needed to learn how to become silent. You needed to understand the power of your silence. You needed to start detaching, disconnecting, and removing yourself from the entire manipulation ship. They woke up one day and they didn't get that old version of you anymore. It was now you that stopped calling. There was no more text messages coming through. You were not trying to rationalize anymore. You were barely even speaking. I'm not trying to reason with you. I'm not trying to be logical. I know what I know now. And so what they called punishment became a tool for you. Ended up being an escape plan for you. Because now you're going to do the withdrawing. Once upon a time, they thought it was cute and funny to block you whenever the spirit led them, and then unblock you whenever the spirit led them. You know, the demon spirit they have coming in and out of your life like it was a revolving door. Every year there was a breakup. One day they woke up and you did the blocking. You blocked them out emotionally. You blocked them out mentally. You blocked them out physically. You said, I'm not even having sex with you anymore. This caused a major narcissistic discombobulation. Because the one thing they wanted was control and dominance over you. So when the punishment became an escape plan because you got sick and tired of being sick and tired of dealing with somebody this sick, when you finally realized there's something called Hoovers, when you realized this was a discard, things changed. This is when you had to learn how to fool the fool who thought they were fooling you. See, the difference between you and them, you're the smart one. You canceled them when they least expected it. This had nothing to do with punishing them or trying to punish them. This had everything to do with freeing yourself and getting away from that crazy person. Because it turns out it wasn't a breakup. It turns out this person was nuts. This is a narking nut who went and sat somewhere waiting for you to crack. They were having fun playing a game of narcissistic tag. Narc and go seek. You know, hide and seek. Waiting for you to pick up that phone and chase them and cry for them and beg and plead and have them come back home. They gave you a chance to solidify the facts. They never cared. They do not care. They don't love you. They never did. And so all that punishment became an escape plan. Now you're doing the blocking. And it's a different type of pain for them because you're not unblocking. Your cutoff is for real. It's final. They never expected you to guard up like this. You've stripped them of power. You've taken control. And it was done when they least expected it. They got used to being in that wash, rinse, repeat pattern of retardedness with you, where they was leaving, coming, going, triangulating you with other men and women, trying to get you jealous, creating arguments so they could constantly pack up and leave for no reason, go do their dirt and come back when it was time. Bringing you back STDs. Trying to punish you and make you feel so small. Hitting you with all that cruelty and coldness. Made you formulate an escape plan. One that they didn't even know existed. They didn't even know this type of escape plan existed. They had no idea that your silence meant that you were strategizing a way out. Your silence meant that you figured them out and there was nothing left to say. There was no more conversation. You had no interest. They might have thought you were punishing them. I'm pretty sure you got messages like, I knew you were cheating the whole time. I knew it. You're ignoring me. They get mad when they first realize that you've cut them off. And it's not a joke. They narcissistically rage and try to get through to you with fake pages, burner numbers, using Cash App to reach out to you, finding fake phone apps. They become desperate. They'll have their grandmother reach out to you, sending children, doing drive-bys, playing Inspector Gadget, rolling all around in the grocery store, following you down the aisle with a disguised mask on because they can't believe you disconnected like that with no warning. This makes them a sore loser because when you were being punished like that, when they had that type of control, they felt like a winner. They thought they were winning. Matter of fact, they thought they would win your soul. Hijacking your soul was the goal here. So to see you become empowered like this, to know that their punishment did not disable and cripple you like it was supposed to, it's the greatest defeat. I mean, you have beat them at their own game because they thought they were hurting you enough to paralyze you. And it turns out that it's a big no. It turns out that you were stronger than what they could have ever imagined. It turns out that you were smarter than what they wanted to believe. They never expected you to rise up and walk like this. They never expected you to turn it around like this. But that's because it's a narcissist. They are spiritually declined, not that smart. They don't know that you are chosen. They didn't know that God was with you. There was no amount of chains and shackles. There was no den or dungeon big enough, small enough, dark enough to destroy you. The punishment forced you to get out of there. And it left them where they've always been. So the real winner is you. You're the champion. That's something they got to live with. They lost big time. They thought they were the biggest, baddest, and the ugliest bully. They thought they had you scared to death. But God. And now they somewhere looking narcissistically crazy, foolish, narcissistically alone, stuck in their pattern of abuse because they're abusing somebody else. They thought they were busy punishing you. They thought they were busy breaking you. They had no idea that you were using all of that to transmute the pain, the neglect, the abandonment, the betrayal, and even the shame. You were using that as an escape plan. All of this punishing became the strength that you needed to never look back that way. They punished you enough to form a permanent memory that you will never forget. You'll never forget the coldness. You'll never forget the monster behind the mask. You'll never forget the fact that they're wearing a mask. Trying to punish you set you up to really pay attention to what it was that you were in. Trying to punish you made you drop on your knees and go to God. Trying to punish you caused a major exposure, one they were never prepared for. Now they're somewhere trying to make sure the mask is tucked for others. So you're being smeared, your character is being assassinated. They're creating lies. They're acting like they're unbothered. That punishment, it led for you to disconnect so brutally. They've become silent. Cat caught their tongue, huh? They're not saying much these days. There's nothing to say. Because now they're feeling punished. They're feeling punished even on a spiritual level. Trust me, they're not getting adequate rest. They're being tortured because you belong to the Most High. They punished a child of God. They chose to be a Pharisee. And you got Jesus on your side. They're going to end up being humiliated because God's fighting for you. God's fighting for you. That's why their biggest regret is knowing that after doing all that to you, you still got away. You still got away. And not only did you get away, you left and you became better. You left and you flipped the script. The punishment is your freedom. The punishment is sitting somewhere witnessing you thrive, knowing that their attempts to destroy you and completely ruin you and break you actually backfired because you learned a lot from it. You used the pain and transformed it into something triumphant for you. And that's their punishment now. To spend the rest of their life trying to compete with you. Trying to compete. Putting on this lifestyle, putting on this fake show. They don't got no choice. They know you escaped all of their punishments. You're the one who got away. But it was their own narcissistically foolish mistakes that made the way. And they got to live with that. Share your thoughts below. I'd love to hear from you. Make sure you take a moment and hit the like button. Subscribe if this is your first time here. And check out the description box for all further details. Book those life coaching sessions with me. Purchase Mommy So True merchandise. Or find me on other platforms. Stay blessed, stay true, and keep thriving, beautiful people. Until next time. Bye, guys.